Absolutely beautiful.
It is beautiful. I'm happy with that.
Stay lean and feel healthy all year round.
It'll leave you feeling light and help you lose weight. Welcome to Living Lean. We're all about food, fitness and weight loss. On tonight's show, Penny Lomas will be making some beautiful Italian meatballs. Also, Craig Ellis will be cooking a tagliatelle with tuna and a lovely lemon zest. I'll be cooking a poached chicken salad. And we have our success story, Damien Noyce. He's an opera singer. He's going to do an opera juice. So let's get started and let's get pumped.
Today we're doing a tagliatelle dish with tuna and lemon thyme.
Lemon thyme.
And it has a little bit of chilli in it as well. A good dish to have, you know, when we're training, particularly through the day. You wouldn't want to be having too many carbs at night time. Today, what we've done is pre-cooked the tagliatelle. I put a pinch of salt and some olive oil, just a dash, and it stops it from sticking together. Dropping into boiling water and getting that moving
Convection
for the
current.
first couple of minutes, because if you walk away and leave it, you'll end up with it all clumping together. So it's just plunging it into the water and letting that go. You're looking probably, you know, 5 to 10 minutes.
So you're reheating this?
So we talk about blanching vegetables, for instance, where you're preserving them.
Yeah.
This is sort of a similar thing in the sense you're pre-cooking it. In this pan, we've got some olive oil just cooking there. So we're going to put some capers, which is a quarter of a cup of capers, some lemon thyme, and just with the thyme, be very careful not to use too much of the stalk because it's very fibrous.
Yep.
And it's not very palatable.
And you don't want that stuck in your teeth.
No, so the very tips, or if you can learn to just run your finger along the stalk and actually get the leaves and leaving the stalk behind. Just putting that into the pan.
Putting that going.
So you just want them to get a little bit of slight colour.
Yeah.
Today we're using tinned tuna, and this Serena tuna is fantastic. In spring water, there's no added salt. A friend of mine I trained with for many years, one of my first days at gym, used to cook this dish. Actually, we can put the rind in now.
How do you get the rind off the lemon?
Just with a zester.
Okay.
Actually, there's one
like
on the
this?
bench there. Would you like to?
Yeah, sure. So when you're trying to get rind off a lemon, just like this, you've got your zester here, and just slowly rotate like that. So then just give it a bit of a tap, and there's your lemon zest there. So
fantastic.
That's part of Craig's
and you really
dish
just
today.
want to get the zest and not the actual pith from the citrus, because it is quite bitter.
So
this is going really well. So this is almost ready to add the pasta to, which is just here. As I said, I dropped it into the boiling salted water with a dash of oil. That stops it from sticking together. So we're just going to drain that into the colander.
Great.
Okay, let's stick that on top of the pot, I think, Michael.
There we go.
There we go. So that's the refreshed pasta.
And that's really organised, isn't it? Like having that cooked in the fridge.
You see that? That's as fresh as you would have done it on the spot. It's just saved you probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good idea, a really good idea. If you want to stay lean like Craig, get organised.
So just add the pasta back to the pan. This is quite a generous serve, really.
Yeah.
So we've just got that combining. I'm just going to put another drizzle of olive oil in there. You can be quite liberal with olive oil, so just put a dash over that.
And olive oil is very good because it's a monosaturated fat. That means it's got the good, healthy cholesterol in it, and it's good for your heart. So it's very important to have olive oil. Remember, fat is one of the 7 essential nutrients for life. So if you put a little bit of fat in your cooking, that's right. As a chef, do you think it really hurts?
You know, to use the fats that are considered to be the best, such as olive oil, you can't go wrong, really.
Excellent.
So, got that mixed up there. I'm going to add the lemon juice.
Oh, okay. So now you're just wetting it a little bit more.
That's right.
And Because that's what you don't want, dryness.
There was just one little omission, the chilli, which is fine. There's a chilli flakes. So the beauty with chilli flakes is you're not having to cook. Like if I just use a fresh chilli, I'd need to cook that for a little bit.
Yep.
But with the flakes, you can add that straight in. So we're looking at about a teaspoon. So we've added the lemon juice, we've added the chilli.
That's looking good.
Yeah.
It smells nice. I like that the freshness, lemon.
That's right. Another drizzle of olive oil. And Michael, if you just pass me those chopped chives there.
Okay.
We'll put some into it for a bit of colour.
It is nice, isn't it? Always a bit of greenery.
A bit of greenery. So that is essentially ready.
Now
So
get the serving bowl.
Let's put that into that bowl. Let's get that combined a little better. Let's turn off the gas.
Okay. Certainly smells beautiful.
There we go. So, you know, doing this in the big bowl also is really good if you're entertaining, middle of the table with a nice salad.
Get that communal eating going.
That's right. So that's that, and let's put a little bit of more parmesan on that. I add a bit of parmesan because you need to have a little bit of, again, fat, but it's controlled and it's you know, its flavour.
Is controlled fat.
That's right, moderation, isn't it? Really?
Moderation, without a doubt.
So that's really.
Want a bit of lemon on the top?
And just put a little bit of the lemon zest. I think that's So that's what we have, the Lemon Thyme Tagliatelle.
Well done, mate. That looks amazing.
Let's try it.
Oh, I can't wait. Molto bene. It's beautiful. It's really healthy.
It is very nice.
Thanks a lot for your fantastic dish today,
It's a pleasure.
Craig.
It's a pleasure.
Try this at home if you're trying to lose weight and stay healthy. Coming up next, Penny Lomas will be making some beautiful Italian meatballs. Also, Damien Noyce, he's an opera singer. He's going to do an opera juice. Penny, what are we making today?
We're making beef and flaxseed meatballs with a cauliflower rice.
Sounds really nice. So what's the first step?
So we're going to make the meatballs to start with. So the meatballs, we're using lean beef mince, grass-fed, because it's much better for you. And we're using flaxseed meal, which is ground linseed, and some fresh herbs. So I'm going to get you to use your muscles to mould the balls for me.
Okay, I'll do my best.
So to add to the mince, we're going to add flaxseed meal.
Yep.
Half a cup. And Italian herbs,
oh, that's
1
nice.
tablespoon, a really nice blend of dried herbs.
I've heard a lot about flaxseed. It's meant to be really good for you.
It's really good for you. It's really high in fibre. It's also a really good binding ingredient with meatballs and meatloaf. So you can use egg-free recipes with flaxseed meal. Okay. And it's really good for hormone balance for females in quantities.
I like the idea of that. So next with some of that?
We've got another blend of herbs. We've got paprika, smoked paprika, and salt and pepper. So again, that goes in. And that's what you can get your hands stuck in. So we're going to make the balls.
Would you like me to mix that up?
Yeah, you can do that for me.
Sure.
You can get messy. So if you have someone in the household with guns, you can get them involved. It's really good for the kids as well. Okay, so we're going to add some chilli and garlic. So they really make the recipe come to life. If you have kids, you can go lighter on the chilli, but I do like chilli. So a whole teaspoon.
Chilli's meant to speed up the metabolism too.
It does, yeah. It's really good for you. And some garlic.
Now, do you use chilli when you're trying to get lean for the Miss Bikini competitions?
I do, but I use a variety of all herbs. I just love herbs and spices. It makes dieting a whole lot more interesting.
Yeah, it does. I like to use curry and things like that. It really makes meals exciting. And cinnamon's another one for sweetness.
Yeah, that's really good for sugar craving.
Yeah.
Top tip. There you go.
Cinnamon.
On everything.
Yeah. And there we go. Is that all right for meatball?
That's one meatball. That's one
we
big
want little
meatball.
ones.
We want little ones,
So I'll leave that to you. So.
Okay, so we're using our hands for this one. So roll your sleeves up, and we're going about a tablespoon of mince.
A tablespoon,
yeah.
so just...
And then pop it into your palm, and then roll it nice and tight.
So yeah, that's it. So about there.
And then we're popping it into a baking dish. So we're going to bake them in the oven.
About there.
So we're now going to add the passata sauce, which is just pureed tomatoes. I might get you to open a jar for me.
Ah, that's just as well I trained this morning. There you go, Penny.
Okay, we'll pop that over the top. Yeah, so that'll help keep the moisture into the meatballs.
So we go in the oven now?
Yeah, in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes at around 200. Okay. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to start on the cauliflower rice. So you can cut that into chunks for me. Really good way to get some vegetables into the kids.
Cauliflower rice. I've never heard of cauliflower rice.
So when I was getting ready for a competition one year and I just really wanted some carbs, this was a little creation of mine. You can pop it into the food processor and it rices it on a coarse grater setting. Now this can get a bit messy. First time I tried this, I had cauliflower all over my kitchen.
Do you find that you don't have a lot of carbohydrates before you go to bed?
I do rely on carbohydrates before bed because it kind of induces sleep. So I'm a big fan of carbohydrates. But
There you go.
Everyone's very different.
Everyone is very different.
Some people like their carbs at the start of the day, but I prefer it, as the day goes on.
Fair enough.
All right, let's get rolling.
Okay,
So you can see it's turned into little grains of rice at the bottom there.
And cauliflower would be good to soak up the sauce as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I also use cauliflower rice in risotto, so you can add chicken stock, even bone broth to cauliflower rice and make a risotto. Or I've even made paella or paella with it before as well.
Oh, that's a great alternative.
Really good idea.
And what competition, bikini competition, did you come up with this recipe?
It was a couple of years ago, and it was just a really good way for me to get my veggies in. You need to have lean proteins and veggies with most of your meals when you're trying to lean up.
You see a lot of programs about people losing weight fairly quickly, but research has shown that they actually put it back on when they lose it quickly.
Definitely.
So
that can cause a lot of problems when you yo-yo diet. So it's really good to just take it slow.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Definitely.
The tortoise always beats the hare.
Definitely. Okay, so now we have what's called cauliflower rice.
Oh, wow.
And we've made a really nice mess as well.
So what do we do now? Do we steam it in a rice cooker?
You can either steam it, you can pop it into the microwave, but I like to pan fry it. So pan frying with some coconut oil is a really good source of fat.
So you get that coconut oil?
Yeah, so we'll heat the pan and we'll add some coconut oil. It's a really popular health food at the moment. So it's really good. It's a really good source of fats, and it's one that we readily turn into energy. Yeah. So your body quickly converts it into energy as opposed to storing it as fat. So it's a really good source of fats and a really good addition to your diet. So it has a really high heating point as well, which makes it great for cooking. So now I'll add the cauliflower rice into the pan.
Got that nice sizzle?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's a great sound, isn't it?
So you can also add some spices to the rice, but sometimes I like to just have it plain. You can also add some onion as well.
I love the flavour of cauliflower. There's a real crunch to it.
Yeah, definitely. It's really good for you.
And I feel like when I'm eating cauliflower, it's really filling me up.
Yeah, yeah. It's just starting to wilt a little bit and it's just starting to brown.
Yeah, so and do you want it to brown a little bit?
Just a little bit. You just don't want it overcooked because obviously with it being a vegetable, it can go a little bit soggy. So you still want to keep it quite crunchy.
Yeah.
I think that's about ready.
So then you leave it in the pan for a little bit longer just to cook?
Yeah, let it cook through, keep it warm.
Smells nice. Very nice.
Okay, we might pop that over here.
Yeah.
So you can see that that's just under one cauliflower floret, so it does go a long way.
It does.
And it'll keep in the fridge for a few days as well if you want to recycle it.
Yeah.
And you can feed a family with this meal for under about, $10 to $15 depending on the meat.
That's really good.
All right, let's get it out of the oven.
Excellent. You can certainly smell the meatballs. Oh, they look great. It's very, very nice.
Alright, so first we'll do the cauliflower rice.
And that contrast looks good too.
Okay. So with these meatballs, with one of the recipes, you have about 3 to 4 servings.
So with this recipe, it'd probably be, it's on the website, I know it's on about 200 calories.
It is, yeah. So it's really low in carbohydrates, high in protein, high in fibre.
Excellent.
Pop some more sauce on the top.
It looks like a big bolognese.
It's a really good meal. It's one of my favourites, a staple in my kitchen. I make it a couple of times a week. Let's dig in.
Great.
What's the verdict?
That's amazing, Penny.
It's delicious.
Terrific recipe once again. There you have it, a great recipe for weight loss and healthy living. Today I'm with Damien Noyce. Damien Noyce is an opera singer. He has an alter ego of C0 Iceman and he's preparing his opera drink. Tell me a little bit about your opera drink.
Okay, well it's not my opera drink, but it's something that was introduced to me by a naturopath I used to go to. It's really good for just, especially on performance day, for lining the throat, and because there's so much vitamin C, it helps stop you from sweating and really opens up the lungs. So should we get started with
Let's
the
get
juicer?
started. What would you like me to do?
For one single serving, you need 2 carrots, 1 apple, and 2 sticks of celery. The juicer we've got, we can just shove it straight in and it all comes out.
So 4 sticks of celery, is that right?
Yep.
About that big?
Yep, and just get the ends off.
Okay. Oh, just as well. Damien's reminded me of that. Okay, 4 sticks, 2 apples, is that right?
Yeah, no, straight in, literally.
Wow. So it's very important for good vocal health as an opera singer.
Definitely.
And would you have this before you perform on stage?
Yeah.
There you go, there's your carrots. I like the way that everything just goes. There we go.
I think that's plenty.
Smells really fresh. I can smell the apple.
Carrot and celery.
Celery, thank you.
Okay.
Cheers. That's really good, Damien. You have such a diverse range of talents.
Yeah, as you mentioned on the side, I also have this pop alter ego called C0, who's a lot of fun. It's very nice because it's very removed from what I am, and we do dance music, so I get to do something completely different to what I do normally every day.
Why don't we have a look at one of your clips?
Sure, here's C0 Iceman.
I'm a real life super cool hero. I am the Iceman, say my name. Ladies, I'm gonna drive you all insane. Walking down the street, everybody looks at me. As I go past, they can't believe what they see. What's this sexy man doing all alone? When all the pretty girls wanna take it ladies like me. I like the ladies and the ladies like me.
Tell me a little bit about your career and what you're doing these days.
Yes, well, I've recently moved to Melbourne because I'm this year's Gertrude Johnson Fellow with the Opera Studio here in Melbourne, and I get to do lots of amazing roles, which is very exciting.
And vocal health is very important as an opera
Extremely,
singer.
Yes.
So let's test this juice out and see what it can do.
nella tua fredda stanza guardi le stelle.
How does that sound?
That gave me goosebumps. That was amazing. That was fantastic. Thank you so much for being on the show,
Do you want to have
Damien.
a try?
All right, let me give it a go. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Not quite like Damien, but it's amazing. Try this juice at home for vocal health and losing weight. Today I'm making a beautiful poached chicken breast salad with mango, avocado and walnuts. As a bodybuilder I eat a lot of chicken breast, but this is a great alternative. Here I've got a chicken breast, so first thing I'm going to do is put it into boiling water. So I drop my chicken breast into water, then I put my lid back on like so. Then I take my pot off the heat and I time it for about 20 minutes. Once it's about 20 minutes, it's perfectly poached for about 200 grams. Poaching is a really simple method of cookery and one of the healthiest. There you go, my alarm's gone off. So I make sure I've got a towel because it's very hot. Take it out. Smelling very nice. Now the next part, I'm going to show you how to emulsify a dressing. We're making a beautiful vinaigrette. So I'm using about, say, 150 ml of grapeseed oil, which is about that much. And I'm using about 150 ml of olive oil, about that much. And also I'm using, I like to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper in when I start my dressing. Now with this, because it's a vinaigrette, I'm using a little bit of white pepper, so it's a milder flavour. It's not as strong. And then I'm going to use about, say, approximately 3:1 on this dressing. But if you want to make it a little bit healthier, you can use 2 parts oil, 1 part acid, which is the lemon. So with this, I'm using 3 parts oil, 1 part lemon. So it's just like that. So the lemon juice, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to emulsify. This is an emulsification, so you're getting the whisk there like that, and it all comes together like a treacle-like consistency. So what it actually does, it coats your salad and your salad leaves a lot nicer. It's an emulsified, it all comes together. You can now, if you haven't got a whisk, you can do an emulsification with a spoon, whatever you like. So, and then a little bit more salt. So it's important to taste when you're cooking. So a little bit more salt, but it's got a beautiful lemon flavour. Vinaigrette is very healthy. And now I'm going to start putting in some spinach. So basically a little bit of spinach here, like that. And then I'm going to go my chicken breast. So just like that, and as you can see, it's poached beautifully. So nice long strips. So there's my chicken. In it goes. And the next thing we go is avocado. Avocado is a great source of good fats. So we want all the good fats. So basically, we've got some good fats from the olive oil and from the avocado as well. Now, try to get it sliced nicely, just like that, just nice long ways. So, different textures are very nice when you create a salad or whatever. So, in with the avocado. Now I'm using mango. Mango will give it a nice sweet flavour. So I'm using an Asian mango. Best to use a mango that's really hard and that's in season. And Asian mangoes tend to be a little bit different in flavour. So you might want to use that like that. Just a little bit of walnuts, great source of good oils. And then just use your hands. Don't be afraid to use your hands. If you don't want to use your hands, you can use a fork or whatever, and just lift. What you're doing is you're slowly coating. You're slowly coating all that dressing onto the salad like that. So as you can see, it's starting to coat there like that. A touch more salt just at the end. A little bit more white pepper and just some nice chives. Chives will give it a nice little flavour. Now I'll cut these up fairly thin. So there's my chives. And there, again, I'm using about 200 grams of chicken. So just like that. There you have it, a poached chicken salad with mango and avocado. It's really easy to do, and you can do it at home so you can stay healthy and lose weight. See you next time.